howdy, and welcome to YouTube Live and also Litter Media Live on Litter Media Radio. I'm Dan Ramey alongside with Aaron Glandon for today. And if you are like anybody else that uses Facebook, Instagram, or any Meta product, you are probably scratching your head this morning like, what was going on? They've been out for a little over an hour now.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we haven't had time to investigate the issue. We do know that we were told by a website that there were about 500,000 plus Meta users that found themselves like everybody else. If you were on it, you couldn't log into Facebook, you couldn't log into your Instagram, you couldn't use Messenger, and suddenly there was an issue. So yeah. Who knows what they were doing? Maybe they were updating things and something went awry. Maybe they were attacked by someone. I don't know. But that's all speculation on our part, and we don't like to speculate. But you do have to scratch your head and wonder what the world happened. But we have been forced to learn how to do something different, like because of this issue. Yeah. So if you are listening to Litter Media Radio live right now, we have been juggling around testing. We've been doing this for, 2 weeks?
Something like that,
3 weeks. But we've not been able to figure out how to get our commercials and recorded product placed on the radio. So we're going to try something new today and see if it works.
There's an error on the YouTube right now.
Is there really?
Yeah.
So we may or may not be on YouTube.
We may or may not.
So,
and
while you're doing that, let me monitor and see if we're actually live on.
Yeah, do that. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience ... Well,
we know this much. We are live on our radio, which also means we're live on our website.
Okay.
So if you have never experienced this before, now you're experiencing it, and so are we. But while we're doing this live, we're recording the video. So if you are one who uses our Facebook on a regular basis and you usually watch us on Facebook or YouTube later in the day, we've got it for you because it's recording even as we speak, right?
Yes.
Fingers are crossed.
I'm glad this didn't happen yesterday.
When you were here flying solo by yourself, right?
That would have been real bad.
So we've been experiencing this together. That's how you learn to grow, is to do things together. The weather yesterday was absolutely picture perfect. It was fantastic. And today we were expecting some cloudy conditions, but then we see that things were finding its way into, cloudy skies. And then I heard a rumble of thunder at the Ramey Ranch before leaving this morning, and then we had showers. So we're looking at clouds today, as well as tomorrow. Still a chance of showers for you on Wednesday. Tuesday high about 70 and cooler for tomorrow, 57, just to remind us that it's not quite spring just yet. That's where the weather stands. Mike Smith has texted me and he says, yes, we're up on YouTube. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate the confirmation on that. And if you've got a message to share with us, please feel free to. You can do so through our website or I guess Facebook has just come back up from what we understand, so you can send us a Facebook message.
Yeah. You don't want to give out your phone number?
No, I'm okay with that. But you can reach us on the email address that shows up here in the lower portion. Right there.
There it is.
littermedia@littercorp.com. And you can send us an email. Let us know where you're watching us from and what's going on there. All right, coming up in a moment, I visited yesterday with the folks at Western High School. And they had everybody on campus that goes to pre-K to 12, and then members of the community yesterday. And this guy that is called the governor of the state of Ohio showed up as well. We'll have some of that for you coming up in just a few short moments. Also on the way, a look at sports as Logan Elm has its basketball season come to a close, but Bloom Carroll and Taze Valley are still alive. So we'll share details in sports in a matter of moments. And wrestling starts its state tournament this weekend. I think you guys talked about that yesterday.
You guys being me?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You were by yourself, right?
Yeah.
So during tournament season, we it's almost like we don't know who's going to be here to do the show each day. But Mike, I believe, will be back with us again tomorrow, and everything will run smoothly.
Yes.
And he'll say, why can't you guys do this?
Why are you guys starting at 11:30?
That's right. So, because he's ready to roll as soon as he walks in the door. Coming up, we'll have news, weather. Well, we
already did weather.
Sports, and this date in history is our revolutionary moment, so that's coming up. But first, we want to tell you about Scioto Valley Dumpsters. 740-253-8389. Sometimes when things go kilt with your computer, you want to throw it away. You need a dumpster to do that. And so just give a call to Carl at 740-253-8389. Tell him that Dan and Mike sent you and you want to throw away your computer. No, whatever it is that you want to get rid of, you need a dumpster for, you call Scioto Valley Dumpsters. 740-253-8389. News is next.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
At Rathkamp Financial, we offer customized investment solutions and superior client service. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
Budweiser beer, the king is second.
Who drinks Budweiser? You know the type. The people who grind. Those who don't back down. And the ones who don't quit. They say all people are 6 degrees of separation away from each other. But some are just a six-pack away. The people who share the same spirit, share the same beer. This Bud's for you.
As we mentioned to you, you may hear a little echo on what we're doing today because we're trying something a little new due to what we were forced into. We haven't completely figured everything out straight as we need to be, but it's a process.
We're trying.
It's a work in progress, as they say, something like that.
Yeah.
But if you go to our website today, littermedia.com, you'll be able to find information about some of the stories we're sharing with you here today. And one of those was a trip down to Pike County for me. In fact, here it is, the ribbon cutting. Governor Mike DeWine on hand for the cutting for the new Western Career and Development Center on the school campus. This is for use by adults in the community for working remotely, as well as high school students taking college courses remotely. The first of the benefactors of the program is a young lady by the name of Amber Silcott, who we'll hear from here in just a moment. She gave a passionate speech, but also we had the opportunity to talk to her about the importance of the facility and the program.
Just want you to kind of put in your best words what this day means.
This day means hope in a community that rarely sees any. It means holding the gap for the kids that get left behind, that have the potential to have a brilliant future, leaving them to fall in the same footsteps generation to generation. This is truly it's hope. It's hope. The people here, they offer way more than resources. They offer empathy, compassion, and they inspire you to be your true self.
Talk to the Amber of 3 years ago, how that this is a potential for something.
3 years ago, I would have never imagined myself being at this point. I had lost all hope. I was just doing what I could to survive. And I'm getting choked up now because I think about the life I had before this program, and it was hard. It was hard. It took every day to just survive. And as when I got to be, you know, close with all the people in this program, they did more than lift me up. They truly made me believe in myself and the power of each and every one of these kids today that might not have that support at home.
What year did you graduate?
I actually didn't get to graduate. Yeah, I didn't get my high school diploma. I had to get a GED because I had just lost my hope and motivation at some point. And
What class were you in?
2012.
Very proud of this young lady. She is a product of what we are looking for. This whole building was funded by the GRIT project, which we told you about last week, and giving those who find themselves in impoverished areas, such as here in Appalachia, Ohio, and Western's one of the more impoverished areas that you'll find here close by. Some of the kids in our talk with Superintendent Brock Brewster has mentioned that some of the kids, they find themselves, I'm not going to have a job when I get out of here. I'm going to be stuck in Pike County all my life. And I can't afford to do this, or I got a car that's broken down. So this whole program is putting an end to some of those things that have been roadblocks and hindrances for people advancing and getting their education. But they also announced yesterday that there will be another building built. They're hoping by the Christmas season of this year, and this will be a training facility so that if someone like Kenworth or another big manufacturer who's looking for employees, they can come down to Latham, Ohio, and train those individuals right there on the facility. It's going to be next to the building that, in fact, everyone that was in that big tent and all underneath the tent for the presentation, that whole area is going to be another new building, and GRIT is paying for it all. Why some schools have not taken advantage of this yet, I don't know. But Western is all in on it, and GRIT is all in on Western. So we'll have more details about that program for you coming up in the coming days here. I'm running a little behind on some things due to tournament season, so we'll have some details for you on that. The Ross-Chillicothe Chamber of Commerce has its 2024 State of the Community Friday morning at the Chillicothe Country Club. The scheduled keynote speaker, Chris Alford, unable to attend. He's helping fight the wildfires out in Texas. But here you see Tiffany Baldwin of downtown Chillicothe. She'll be talking about what's ahead in downtown for the rest of the year. Other speakers are ready to go as well. Mayor Luke Feeney of the city of Chillicothe with his State of the City, and Superintendent Jonathan Davis of Pickaway-Ross Career Technology Center. They will be making presentations this Friday morning. That starts at 9 o'clock. If you are a member of the Ross-Chillicothe Chamber of Commerce, if you received the email today from the Chamber, you'll probably get more details right there on how you can participate in this event.
March is International Women's Month. Did you know that, Dan?
I learned it yesterday.
Yeah.
When I got the email about this.
And we have something new and exciting for the women listening. The Ross County Park District has a new outdoor adventure club called Wonder Women. And you can help celebrate International Women's Day and kick off their first group outing on March 8th from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Buzzard's Roost, 514 Redburn Lane in Chillicothe.
Which I'm sure was fantastic yesterday with the weather the way it was. Yeah. In honor of National Kidney Month and Save Your Vision Month, the Highland County Health Department will be providing free renal, that's kidney, panels, and as well as referrals for free eye exams and glasses for those who qualify throughout the month of March. To be eligible for an eye exam and glasses voucher, individuals must have an annual income that is at or below the 200% federal poverty guideline and must not have any other form of vision insurance. Now, if you're interested in these services, reach out to the Highland County Health Department at 937-393-1941 or visit highlandcountyhealth.org to schedule an appointment or learn more about eligibility.
On behalf of the Child Protection Center of Ross County and their community partners, the community is invited for the next annual Pinwheel and Ribbon event in honor of Child Abuse Recognition Month on April 5th from noon to 1 p.m. at the entrance to Yoctangi Park.
We have participated in this probably, I think, since day one. I remember it started when we were with the radio station, and we got things up and running, promoting the event. And when you see it for the first time, you think, oh, this is really neat. Look at all these nice, shiny pinwheels, and they're spinning and everything, and it's a beautiful sight. However, then you read the banner, and the banner states these pinwheels represent signs of abuse that were received by children in Ross County over the last year. And when you think, my goodness, that's like 1,500 pinwheels, one is too many. One is too many. But it's an incredible sight. It really is. And members of the community get together and they plant those pinwheels. And I'm sure they'll be doing the same thing on that day. What was the day in particular again?
April 5th.
April 5th. So be prepared for that, and we'll probably have cameras out for it as well and plant some pinwheels ourselves. All right, that's a look at what's happening in the news department. Coming up, a look at sports. But first, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. I bumped into Michael Linton from Accurate yesterday at the Western Grand Opening for their career technology area there. He, of course, is a busy guy, and he is bouncing around all over Ohio because Accurate serves this great territory. From Columbus all the way down to the Ohio River, all the way over to Dayton, and even over to Athens. Yeah, it's Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing territory. If you've got an issue with the comfort in your home, you let Accurate know about it. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. Or if those of you listening on Litter Media Radio, just go to AccurateHVAC.com to learn more about the services of Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Find a career you love with Pickaway-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Archway of Opportunities is a scholarship program. It can include the crew members and it can include managers. The scholarship is $2,500 for crew members and it's $3,000 for managers. For my store alone, we've had $35,000 go out just in 1 year. And for all 7 of our stores, we had $66,000 in scholarship funds.
And a reminder that tomorrow being Wednesday, your opportunity to meet with the managers and get an interview. If you're looking for work, join the McDonald's team in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly. Time for sports. I'm going to start off with the Warren Warriors picking up a win last night over the Logan Elm Braves. A final of their 54-34. Warren used scoring runs of 19-0 and 12-0 in that second. First half was 19-0. And then the 12-0 run in the second half, and that just created the separation that the Braves could not bounce back from. Down at the Convocation Center, New Lexington upset Marietta 43-40 last night in the opening game. And the picture you see on the right there is the picture that I don't think Mike knew that he was taking. It's a picture of me working, but found sitting on the job, doing the job, while Mike was taking a picture from where he was doing the job, sitting on the job.
Yeah.
So I thought that was the more unique of the photos we took last night.
It's a good action shot.
It is a good action shot. Yeah, and you notice I can't cross my legs. My knee just will not allow me to cross my legs. So
that's all right.
Yeah, it gave me another 3 feet of separation from the floor. All right, girls high school basketball tonight.
Yeah. Girls D2 regional basketball semis are tonight. Bloom Carroll faces Cincinnati Purcell Marion, right? Purcell?
Yep.
Yeah, at Springfield High School with a tip-off at 6 p.m. At Zanesville, Fairfield plays West Muskingum at 6 p.m., followed by Sheridan versus Carrollton.
Actually, it's Fairland playing West Muskingum.
What did I say?
Fairfield.
Oh.
Which is easy to say because, you're just saying Fairfield more than you are Fairland.
That's true.
So, the members of the Scioto Valley Conference, the SVC Executive Committee, are looking to fill the open position of League Secretary and Treasurer. Dave Warren, who's been in this position for 38 years, is stepping down. Dave has served the SVC in a fantastic way. This is a non-voting position that works with the executive committee to conduct the league business on a yearly basis. So if you have organizational skills and you like athletics, this is a spot for you. So make sure you reach out and see if you can fill that void. And those are big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
As Dave Warren stepping down after nearly 40 years.
Yeah. And CBJ
Look at this.
gets a win over the Vegas Golden Knights.
The Stanley Cup champion Las Vegas Knights.
Yeah. My sister's a Golden Knights fan.
Is that right?
Yeah. Because her and my brother-in-law, they spend a lot of time out there. They don't have any kids, so they just go all over the place.
Did they get married in Vegas?
No.
No.
They got married in Chillicothe, Ohio.
Which is the Vegas of the Midwest.
That's what they say.
I don't know that I've ever heard that before. And not always what happens in Chillicothe stays in Chillicothe,
no.
Like the saying goes.
If it happens in Chillicothe, we'll tell you about it.
Well, the good news. We'll tell you the good stuff. Yeah. All right, coming up, our Revolutionary War moment. Thank you to the Nathaniel Massey chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. That is on the way next. But first, our friends at Litter Quality Propane. There's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about our metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
Time to traipse our way back to where guys wore wigs and ladies wore really big dresses. The Revolutionary War.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yes,
okay.
yes. I'm going to talk about toupees. I'm talking about the
big powdered wigs.
Powdered wigs, yeah, precisely. March 5th of 1776, fortification of the heights south of Boston began on the night of March 4th and 5th in 1776. On the other side of Boston and Cambridge, guns bombarded the British-held town as a diversion. Over the next week, the stronghold grew in size and strength. On March 17th, the British evacuated Boston. They said, "We are out of here."
And here's a picture of George Washington entering Boston following the British evacuation.
How about that?
Who took
Father
that
of
picture?
Our country. Yeah, who took that picture? It looks like it has a artistic connotation to it.
Yeah.
But we do see some guys wearing wigs there and see women in big dresses. So, see?
You were right.
The horses had skinny legs.
Yeah, that is a real... That's crazy.
Yeah. For those of you listening on Litter Media Radio, you have no clue what we're talking about unless you're familiar with that picture, which is available on Wikimedia Connections. So,
Wikimedia Commons.
Yes, thank you. Anything that you... We want to at least say, those of you who have been watching on YouTube, we hope to one day make this a regular basis. But we have been testing today with an audio phase that we know that there's echo on it, but we know that we've got to figure this out so that we can be completely up and running on all facets. But like we said, it's a work in progress, so we're continuing to work and learn and tweak and do things as best we can.
It'd be nice if we could hit one button and go live on everything, and then not have to worry.
That would be nice. But then I'd like to have hair too. So
yeah.
Someday. But we'll see what happens as we continue to traipse our way through what we call the great unknown.
Maybe we should get you a wig.
You know, that would be kind of cool.
A mohawk.
What would I look like with locks? Again, I've got pictures of me with hair, and it's like, man, where did that hair go? Oh, well. Hair today, gone tomorrow.
I hope not.
That's right. Maybe you should cut some of your hair and let me wear it.
You think so?
We can make a mink head out of this head of hair.
I like my hair, though.
All right. That's it for the program, I guess. We are scheduled for regular programming tomorrow. We've got a special guest coming down, Elizabeth Furness from Pickaway and their Visitors Bureau of Pickaway County. That'll be at 10 o'clock tomorrow, and then a regular show at 11 o'clock. And we think we'll have Mike with us tomorrow.
Yeah. Do we have another special edition this afternoon?
There is a special edition this afternoon. We don't know when it's going to take place, so hopefully Facebook is all squared away and everything, or we've figured stuff out here for what we're going to do. But Matt Bruning is currently in southern Ohio. He is following the big intel pieces that are being brought up, the slow-moving, heavy equipment. This is, 900,000 pounds, I believe I heard discussed. And it's going to be making its way through Ohio. So wherever you're driving, if you're going up 23, and I guess it goes up to like 762, I believe, and then cuts over to 104 in Pickaway County and continues on up. So if those of you that travel those ways, be prepared for stopped traffic.
If you add up all those numbers, what do you get?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad I was waiting for a magical amount there, but I'm glad you didn't know the answer. All right, but Matt Bruning from Ohio Department of Transportation will be joining us to talk about this moving project. He says he's going to bring video too. So
okay.
We'll get a chance to see it in action.
Yeah.
Slow-moving action, all coming up later this afternoon. All right, that's it for the program today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening on Litter Media Radio. And, of course, you'll be able to catch all this on our YouTube channel again later today, the recorded version of this, as well as on Facebook, I hope, later today, too. All right. For Aaron Glandon, for Mike Smith, I'm Dan Ramey.